Dear students, consider a system of charges Q1, Q2, Q3 and so on up to Qn with position vectors R1, R2, R3 up to Rn relative to some origin O. Electric field at a point in space due to the system of charges is defined to be the force experienced by a unit test charge placed at a point. We can use Coulomb's law and the superposition principle to determine the field at a point denoted by position vector r. Electric field E1 at r due to charge Q1 at position vector r1 is given by vector E1 equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 upon r naught 1 square r naught 1 cap. In the same manner, electric field vector E2 at position r due to Q2 at R2 is vector E2 equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q2 upon R naught 2 square R naught 2 cap. Here R naught 1 cap and R naught 2 cap are the unit vector. Similar expressions can be given for E3, E4 and up to En due to charges Q3, Q4 up to Qn. By the superposition principle, the electric field E at point R due to the system of charges is vector E equals to vector E1 plus vector E2 plus vector E3 up to vector En equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 upon R naught 1 square R naught 1 cap plus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q2 upon R naught 2 square R naught 2 cap up to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Qn upon R naught n square R naught n cap. Here unit vector R naught 1 cap equals to vector upon its magnitude. Here vector E equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 upon R naught 1 cube vector R naught 1 plus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q2 upon R naught 2 cube vector R naught 2 up to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Qn upon R naught n cube vector R naught n. Here if we take 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught as common, and this equation can be generalized using summation, and I is the variable indicating the value from 1 to n, then this expression can be given as vector E equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught summation I equals to 1 to n Qn upon R naught I cube vector R naught I. Here unit vector R cap is replaced by vector R upon its magnitude. Electric field lines. An electric field line is a curve drawn in such a way that the tangent to it at each point is in the direction of the net field at that point. A field line is a space curve. It is a vector quantity. In this figure, you can see that we have drawn a tangent at point P, which indicates the direction of electric field line at a point P. The field lines of a single positive charge are radially outward as shown in this figure, and the field lines of a single negative charge are radially inwards. We can draw electric field lines for identical two negative charges. Here Q1 and Q2 are less than 0. It means they are negative charges, and we can see the direction of electric field line is inwards. While in the second figure, the electric field lines due to dipole are shown here. So in the case of dipole, the direction of electric field line is from positive to negative. In the third figure, electric field lines for two identical positive charges are shown here. Q1 is greater than 0 and Q2 is greater than 0. It means both are positive charges, and the direction of electric field line is outwards. There are many properties of electric field lines. First, field lines start from positive charges and end at negative charges. As we have seen in the figure that for positive charges electric field lines are outwards, and for negative charges field lines are inwards. If there is a single charge, they may start or end at infinity. There is no limit for the field lines of single charge. In a charge-free region, electric field lines can be taken to be continuous curves without any breaks. Two field lines can never cross each other as they show a particular direction. Electrostatic field lines do not form any closed loops.